everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Cassie Elle Talks. In today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you a game that is in prototype version. It is going to be hitting Kickstarter soon. It is called Fit the Word by Cwali. Fit the Word is a 3 to 6 player game. It plays for about 30 to 45 minutes. And the way it works is you get a hand of cards, and these cards contain a word on each of the cards. And then you also get a card that has a sentence with a part of the sentence blanked out. And what you're trying to do is have the best sentence to where your opponents can guess which one of your word cards and your sentence cards match each other, and whoever has the most amount of points is going to be the winner. This game is really cool. I am really excited to share it with you, so let's go ahead and take a look at Fit the Word. All right, everybody, this is Fit the Word. I have this game set up for 3 players, and we have player 1 here, player 2 here, and we're player 3. I've also got the 3 meeples over here off to the side. I've got our board laid out for us so we can get going. And then we've got 2 decks over here. This larger deck is cards that have sentences on them, and they have a part of them that is blanked out, and you would fill in that blank with cards from the small deck, which are just words. So here's one, sun. Here's some more like syrup. I can't see these backwards. Pancake. So it just has a bunch of different kinds of words. And like I said, there's this deck that has just a couple of different kinds of sentences. And so at the beginning of the game, everybody is dealt out in a 3-player game 10 of the words and 2 sentences. And so what we do is we take a look at our cards that we have for our sentences. My 2 cards are I take blank with me on vacations, and the second one is even with blank, I can still run pretty well. So what I do is I look at these, I look at the word cards that I have in my hand. I have 10 of them. And I decide, okay, what cards match my sentences? And once I have decided that, I put them into the center of the table, and everybody else has also looked at their sentence cards, pick 2 word cards that match their sentences and put them in the center of the table. We take our sentence cards, shuffle them up, and then we play them out on the table. Same thing with our word cards. All right, so now that we have laid all of the cards out on the table and we have put them into these different spots, A through F and 1 through 6, we can take a look and see what cards we think match words with sentences. First, what we can do is eliminate the cards that we already know are ours. And looking at our list here, we know that A is the sentence card that was ours, and D was the sentence card that was ours. And for sake of the game, this one and these were our cards that match our sentences. So we look at our stick here, which actually, let me show you. This is, of course, a prototype version, but it's gonna be something similar where you're gonna have all of these here and then you write next to them what card you think matches that sentence. So we know that for sentence A, we're going to put number 5 because that's the word that matches ours. And we also know for sentence what did I say? Sentence D is ours. We'll match that with word number 1. And all the other players are doing this as well. Once everybody has decided what they think is their best guess, we all reveal our guesses. Here you can see ours. We have 5 and A were ours, so we put a little tick mark next to it. The sentence D and the word 1 was ours, so we put another tick mark next to it. And then for the rest of them, we guessed that for sentence B, it was probably the word number 3, and so on. Same that our opponents did. They did something similar with theirs. And what we do is we take a look at everybody's guesses, and we see who got their guesses correctly. Let's start with sentence A. Did anybody guess correctly? Yep, we got 1 player here that guessed correctly. So what happens is we get 1 point, and they get 1 point. If the other player had also guessed correctly, they would get a point, the other player would get a point, and we would get 2 points. 1 point for each player that guessed correctly. So one of the strategies for sure is you want people to be able to guess what your sentence is, but you can also have a little bit of fun with it. Of course, you can make silly sentences, you can make sentences that make sense. So however you want to do it, you can switch it up. It's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of options with the game. Once players have started accumulating points and things like that, these meeples will have moved down the track, and we're on our way down here where there's like this cute little finish line, and I'm not sure if this is going to be the exact design, but something like that. And at some point, people are gonna start running out of cards. So in a 3-player game, you would draw cards back up. Once everybody is down to 1 card, you would draw cards back up to have 5 total. And in any other amount of player game, more than 3, you would draw just up to 4 cards in your hand. And you would keep playing until you have some winners. Game is really easy, really fun, and I would definitely recommend you check this out on Kickstarter. That's Fit the Word by Cwali. So that was Fit the Word by Cwali. It's a really cool word game. It is definitely different than some of the other word games I've played, and I played a good amount of them, and I haven't played a game where, you have a hand of word cards, then you have a sentence card where you have to fill in a blank, and then you're trying to get your opponents to figure out which one of your sentence cards matches your word card. And, I've played games similar, but nothing exactly like this, so I'm super excited about it hitting Kickstarter. If you're interested in learning more about the game, you can check out the links down below. And if you like this video, you can like, share, and subscribe. I'm also on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and you can see me on my website at CassieElle.com. Thank you for watching. This is Cassie Elle signing out with Fit the Word by Cwali.